For all those of you who joined with us today in this Mandir, my humble salutation, Namaskar, Pranam, Sitaram to each and every one of you. Swagat and welcome to this beautiful temple, which is not a strange temple for me, but as we all engage here this morning in Satsangh, we are about to commence Katha, which will be listening Katha from the Devi Bhagavatam and lovely devotees. Today, we are all invited to be this Mandir for Gyaan Satsangh. As we are about to take back knowledge to our home, as we are about to listen to Katha, I encourage you to make sure you take back something, at least one line. Not to remember it alone, but put it into practice as you live in this day and age of Kali. Today, the Katha speaks about a Brahmana. When someone speaks about Brahmin or Brahmana, what comes to your mind first? Many of you know from ancient times it says, for someone who wants to practice spiritually, to be a Pandit, it says you have to be a Brahmana. But today, how can we categorize ourselves? How can we know if we are a Brahmana? Many will do it differently, but today Katha says that a Brahmana, a person who chooses to live a life which is sacred, and a person who lives a life of spirituality. Once that person lives up to the oath and the vows of his life or her life, it says that that person is considered as a Brahmana and a devotee of whoever they pray to. So in this Katha here this morning, a villager who was a Brahmana, it says he always performed prayers. And the whole of a Brahmana, it says that every murtis or in the Mandir of a Brahmana or a devotee of God should always have. Well, my days we used to go and we pick flowers. It says that from time you walk in a Hindu home or a Hindu temple or a Mandir, flowers must be at the lotus-like feet of Bhagwan. In North America, it's hard to get flowers, but I'm telling you, in our temple, there always be flowers at the lotus-like feet. Today, you are all fortunate to have flowers all over. Everywhere you walk, if you look outside now, they are very beautiful flowers. My question this morning, you all came to Mandir. How much of you bring a flower? Today, as we all came to Mandir empty-handed, we will go back empty-handed also. Lovely devotees, this Brahmana was performing puja, and to the best of his ability, he knows the rites of puja. Nobody can come and tell him, you know what, you have to do your puja or your journey this way because X, Y, and Z says this is correct. He knows for a fact that what he is doing, he is very, very pleased. And today when you do puja, we should not worry which is correct and which is wrong. Don't worry about that. But loving devotees and friends, as we do prayers and puja in our home, it says that we must feel good at the end of every prayer. That is how we know we are doing something which is considered divinity. His name was Devadatta, and everyone know him because of his name, and because of that name he carried a good character. But I don't know if this is the way Kali is going. But long ago, if someone sees us at the temple or Satsangh, they will ask us, what's your name? And when we mention our name, what will happen, lovely devotees? They will not know us, but they will ask you, who is the parents or the grandparents? As soon as you mention that name, they know if you come from a good family or not. Lovely devotees, this is how he was living his life. He carried a good character. And while he is living this life, it says that only one problem he had. What is that problem? Both of them, his wife and himself, decided to go and worship Adi Shakti Durga Devi. And while they prayed to this goddess, they asked the Divine Mother that, "Hey Ma, can you bless us with a son? And today we should learn that when we do puja, we should try to do it to the best of our ability." Many people says that when you go to God and God is not answering your prayer, we move to someone else. Can somebody tell me who we go to? The Divine will never speak to us. And loving devotees and friends, that is why He will or she will send us to someone who will speak to you and guide you in your life. Who is that person? Nobody knows. What they did? The Divine Mother says, "You have my darshan, you have my blessings." That's why when you pray to God, they silently sit there and the right hand will raise like this and bless you every time you walk the lotus like me. For you to see that blessings, you have to go out there and see something and all. These are the words. What they did? They went directly to this person. Who is this person? God says, Guru Mata Pita, Guru Bandhu Sada, Guru Mata Pita, Guru Bandhu Sada, Tere Jai Om Swami, Tere Koti Pranam, Satsangh. By doing so, that is how you will be fortunate to have everything that you want, that you desire in a successful way. Not many, because many of us tell ourselves, you know what? We know what we are doing. If we know what we are doing, therefore, life will be successful. We will not go through all these problems. If the world has we know what they are doing, COVID should not be here for all of us to go through that sufferings, loving devotees. But God is saying in silently to each and every one of you that, you know what? We are not that educated yet because we still need to learn to remove problems from earth. And loving devotees, it says that by having the blessings of your Guru, it will help you to take you anywhere in life. So as they went to the Divine Mother, Adi Shakti Devi, it says that they went To have a child, but Devi Ma says you have to go to your Guru to seek advice. Guru Shiksha. They asked for a son. Lovely devotees. Devadatta and his wife, he went to the Guru and he gave the advice of the Guru. Do you know what the Guru says to them? When you have problems and you go to open the book, when you're funded to open the book and tell you what you have to do, some of you will choose to do it and some will not do it because you don't have Shraddha. You don't have the confidence that God will take care of your situation in life. Beloved devotees and friends, for whoever believes in God and do whatever advice they have been seeking wholeheartedly, definitely you must have result. So when you pray to God and you're not getting what you want, therefore we have to pay a little more attention. So the Guru did not say, you know what, bring some money and bring some stuff and I will do the prayer and everything will be taken care of. He didn't choose to do that, lovely devotees and friends. The Guru says that, you know, I will teach you how to pray. Today, sometimes people say, oh, Pandit, I send the money in Gyaan for my family to do the work because we don't have family. We now have this leaf, we now have that leaf. I don't know which America came from, but as I practice in the United States of America, Florida, Canada, everywhere I've been called, I go to perform puja. And I always see they have monthly, family. You might look fresh like you have here, but they still have them. Lovely devotees. Today I want to tell you also, they also have the poor and leaf and the flower. Today you have them in the trench, but at the lotus side tree, nobody goes anymore to pick those flowers and offer to God. Do you know the importance of that flower? It's a whole kata by itself, lovely devotees. And because of time, I will not be able to bring all these messages. But for those of you who are following me on Facebook, make sure you go on our page and you will see and learn little by little every day. So as you have them here, make sure you take them and utilize it. Because one day, those strands will be empty. One day the flowers, they will escape from the world. And when you're going to look for those flowers, when you're going to look for that tree, and I will bring an example. You know at the location when the Pandit says you have Rahu, Ketu and Shani, you have to offer blue flower, right? You know that bluebell flower on in the tree? 6 years ago you will go to that location and you go and pick the flower. And when you go back 10 years from now and you look for that tree, what happened? It is not there. You have to keep on, look somewhere else. So as we have this opportunity, things are here today, utilize it, lovely devotees and friends. What did Guru do? He says that, I will teach you how to bring forth a child into this world. What you will do, I will give you a specific mantra. Take this mantra or the prayer and you will have to go somewhere. When somebody now you're picked, where you going to do that? Ancient time, I'm not talking about now, long ago. What they will advise you to do. It says that the Divine Mother will bless us with many things in life, different things. And there are certain mother we pray to bring forth children into this world. As they're not getting that son that they have been desired of, Guru give them a specific mantra and it says to them that both of you will have to fast and make sure you go to the bank of the river or the ocean. And while you're chanting that prayer or that mantra, make sure you chant it to the best of your ability. That is all. Just a simple prayer. Make sure you take your time and say that prayer correct. Today you have a whole book, but how much prayer you read? Today you have the whole Bhagavad Gita, how much you read? You have the Ramcharitmanas, how much you read? Not much. People read them, we listen to them, we don't practice them. So lovely devotees, just one prayer this Katha is bringing an example here today and look at the changes of life. So at this point in time, while they are doing their meditation, the Guru says, you know what? I will go there and see what they are doing. I will go there and look what they are doing. And in that way, I can able to help them to get what they want. So they need everything for the Pandit. You know? That they go there and they start to pray. And the Guru pay attention to the prayer. And while they're reciting, they're making sure they're chanting this prayer correct as they go by. And a split second, something occurs, and their eyes open, and they start to look at that direction. While they're looking, and then they start to continue that prayer, eventually they start to say something else. How much time this happens? Somebody walking the temple, you see them for a second, everybody turn around. If Forget what you did. Lovely devotees, as they look, they take their eyes away to look there, and when you look back now, they continue. It says that when you're doing katha, when you're doing prayers, the way how it is going, and if you stop, and then to start back, to be at that position, no one will be able to do that again. So when we're doing prayers or meditation or chanting, continue to keep it up till that time is ready to finish. When a puja is supposed to be finished? Anybody know? How long a puja is supposed to take? Devika says we must pray until we satisfy. There is no specific time. So when you go to pray, whatever time when you satisfy, then you go home. When you go to the ocean, you see the water, you don't pray, right? You make sure you stay back and you enjoy bathing in that water. Gangi Mata is not so. And when you satisfy, then you go home. Likewise, when you go to place of worship, that is what we should do. So while they are reciting the prayer, the Guru says that what are you doing? And lovely devotees and friends, then they realize that they make a mistake. When they make that mistake, lovely devotees and friends, what happened? The Guru says that if you have been paying attention, if you've been paying attention to what you have been taught, definitely you will get what you want in the full maximum way. But because of this, something will happen here today. But before I tell you what happened and what they will be blessed with, lovely devotees and friends, we all sing bhajan many times, is not so? And when you say we, all of you over there, everybody saying bhajan. In our own way. You put the CD on, you sing in the bathroom, the home, the walkway, wherever, you sing by yourself. Is not so? We all sing bhajan in our own way. Today, we sing bhajan in the wrong Shakti, right? And all I mentioned is, everybody knows bhajan, right? So all of us, we sing this bhajan also everywhere. But my question is, let's say I give you a song copy here to learn, and you sing that song, and somebody else asks you for the copy, and you don't want to give them because they will sing the song better than you. When you sing it, it will be stale. They said the more sugar cane stale, the sweeter it is. You don't know that, right? The more a bhajan, all the sweeter the devotion is. That's why when I sing bhajan, I don't say you want too much, but we go back. Ancient time, because it brings memory that when we get up in the morning, when you listen to neighbors, they're playing these bhajan, what comes to our mind? It says that whatever we are doing, even though you're not fasting, everybody's mind is upon that bhajan. Today, what kind of bhajan is playing? I don't know, I'm not from here. You decide for yourself. Lovely devotees and friends, when we sing bhajan, everybody sing bhajan differently. Not if we all sing that one bhajan. And when we sing a song or a bhajan to God, that is something that is considered as authentic, which means everyone will do it in their own way. And lovely devotees and friends, by doing that, they recite the mantra and they actually say something else. And Guru says that, because of your mistake, you act in a way that you know for a fact that you have to put all your effort, but yet you could not control the mind, and because of the slip of the mind, today you will have a son just like you. You will have a son that will be foolish and not wise at all. And Devadatta says, "Oh Guruji, how can you do that to me? I pray and I worship you, I never disrespect you. Can you do me a favor? Can you turn that curse around?" And Guruji says that, whatever I already speak, I cannot take it back. So when you make people angry and they tell you certain things, we all have to fetch that. So we should not make anyone angry at us, loving devotees and friends. So the Guru says that whatever I said, I cannot take it back. It's already been said. This is what you will bless with based on your action. And because of being so respectable to me, I will do you a little favor. And the favor that I will do you will bless with the son. But when that son grew up, then he will start to gain knowledge. He will become wise. Not right away. Lovely devotees and friends. So at this point in time, they could not ask for anything else. But in the mind of Devadatta, he was very, very worried for that little child. Lovely devotees. At this point in time, what happened in the Katha? It says that, lovely devotees, Katha continued to say that as a child is about to born, and in this world, when a child born, the parents will wait patiently. And as they waited patiently, loving devotees and friends, what happened? Many of us, we know for a fact when Janam comes, we celebrate differently. But as they wait, what happened? Many of you heard this song before. These are the words. Janam Janam साथ है निभाने को सौ सौ बार मैंने जन्म लिए जन्म जन्म साथ है निभाने को सौ सौ बार मैंने जन्म लिए So Garuda Puran says clearly, says that sometimes when you see people are doing things and they're related to you, you say, leave them because dearly one will fetch that sin. How much time you hear that? Or how much time you see that? Leave them alone, you know what? That's my mom, my mother, my father, whatever, brother, sister. Whatever they do, they will have to fetch that sin. That will not bother me at all. Turikata says that because of one mistake of the father and mother, this is how this child will be born. It says that whoever in a family up to the fourth generation, whatever they do, the family will hear. So if you lift your hand and do good things, whatever the family join together in doing, loving devotees and friends, that is what will come back to you one day. So today you might pray, but my question is your family praying? No. Because a family who prays together stays together. This is what the Kadeh is saying today. If you don't listen to elders, your parents, and even to people who are younger than you, but carry a good character, a role model to the community, don't worry about the little mistake. Listen to them, loving devotees. Based on my experience, everywhere we go to Satsangh, and there's sometimes you see drunk people on the road there, and they talk, you learn something. You don't look at the behavior of a person, but you listen carefully what they are saying. And by doing so, you can differentiate, to take away the bad things and put them aside, and put the good things into your life and change the world. So at this point in time, as he's going to school, everybody wait for the year when the result comes out. My child is very good in school. And as they're waiting for the result, he didn't even have a grade. The teacher says that he wanted to see the parents of this child. And when this Brahman and his wife went to the school, the teacher says to him that it is useless I teach your child because this child is not learning anything at all. And he is holding back the class, he is holding back other kids to learn. You will have to take this child somewhere else. While he is in that school, he cannot learn. So the father says, you know what? At this point in time, you take that child out of school. Ram go just take the child out of school and say, no, I'm not going to school. So what he did, he take that child out from school and he enrolled him into an ashram. So if he cannot learn academically, now he's starting to learn spiritually. By starting in the ashram, it says that there are certain things he have to do to qualify to be in an ashram to learn. There is where he will have to do all his sanskar. He will have to initiate. He have to have a guru, so that when he do that, then he can able to be blessed to gain knowledge. Loving devotees and friends, by going to the ashram and they start to teach this child 2 years after. The teachers, the gurus went to that child and said, you know what? At this point in time, I think you will have to go back home because you are not learning anything at all. He did not invite the parents to the ashram, but that child has been kicked out from the ashram. Where did he go? When somebody kick you out from wherever you are, where do you go? They chase you out. Where do you go first? It says, no matter how your house looks, if the posts are falling, you don't have paint or however it looks, there is no better place than your home. That is what he had in his mind. And what he did, loving devotees and friends, he chose to go back home. And as he chose to go back home, loving devotees and friends, when he went into the house of his father, the father says, what do you have now to say? Can you tell me that you do good? And if you don't do good at all, I don't want you here. Because remember, he did not allow that child to speak, but he jumped into conclusion. And that child also knows that he's not learning. It says that parents, remember, pay attention how you're speaking to your child, because one word of inspiration can motivate them, and one word of depression can destroy them. So remember, once again, if you don't understand anything here today, help your child in a way to motivate them. Don't criticize them. Don't give them depression, because that is what will destroy their life. Loving devotees. At this point in time, the child did not speak to the father because he knows that he is not learning anything at all. And what he did, he chose to leave the home of the parents and he went somewhere. Where he went? He went into the forest. As he went to the forest, what did he choose to do? And at this point in time, he remembered one thing, a specific prayer, a specific mantra. And while he's walking, he started to chant. These are the words. Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah Shivaya. And while he is going, he gets lost. He don't know where he is. Loving devotees and friends, when he opens his eye, eventually he is in a different part. He is in a different part which he don't know. There is no navigation. There is no people to help. And what he chooses to do, he says that when we have problems in life, we should not run here, and everywhere, because we know for a fact that this Mother Saraswati Devi will bless us with knowledge so we can able to remove any obstacles from life. If you want to sing or play music very well or nice, who we pray to? And we all know we pray to Saraswati Devi. Well, my question is, can we pray to Adi Shakti Durga Mata for us to sing nice too? Can we pray to Mahalakshmi Mata to sing nice too? What he did, he don't know who to pray to. what he remembered one thing that people doing that consider divinity. And the only name he can chant is Bhagwan Shiva. At this point in time, the Lord listened to his prayer, and as he's trying to figure out life, trying to do what is right, trying to learn so that he can live simple. He can live a life that have no stress at all, that people can look up to him. He remember at least to chant God's name. No matter if we are Hindus or Muslim or Christian, always remember whatever name we call upon, what will happen? They will listen to us and bless us. But if we don't call upon God's name, therefore what will happen? Hindus will sit in their home. They will not pray. And when problem comes, what happens to devotees and friends? When problem comes, they blame everybody else, but not what they are doing. So it says that this Divine Father now is looking at this child and says, O Devi, Adi Shakti, you have to help this child. And what happened? At this point in time, the Divine Mother speaks to no other than Ma Sharada Devi. These are the words. When we go to the Murti of Saraswati Devi, these are the words we speak several times when we sing to her. What are the words? You know this very, very well than I do. I'll ask you all to join me as we sing glories to this Divine Devi, Ma Saraswati Devi. Tu swarg ki devi, ye sab ki tujhse, arshab tera, arvind tujhse, bless us with this hour, with this voice. So when we speak to people, they will listen to us. And everywhere we travel, we will only have friendship, but not enemy. Let us all sing for her. Yes. Many people want to sing and many people sing, but how much people bless with that word? Loving devotees. You might think you are, but it says that whenever we sing to the Divine Devi, whenever we sing to this Mother, and as soon as you start to sing and you can feel the vibration, you can feel that divine energy connect to your heart, to your mind, to your soul, to your body, there's where entire pores will open. It says, in every cells of our body, God resides. Loving devotees and friends. As we pray to them, we call the name. Eventually, what will happen? When you put down the button, when you start to sing, you will also see you have what you call it now. Long ago, it's called something else. You don't know what I'm talking about. When you hear bhajan, and you can hear stand up, local terms, it is called. It's a good feeling, right? Loving devotees. When you listen to yourself praying and you listen to yourself singing, and if that can happen, then you know you're blessed with Lord. It says when we sing to the God, when we sing to the Devi, whatever we are saying are offerings. We are saying that we don't need to have sword to sing alone, but we need that sword to speak also, which is being speaking. Sometimes devotee will speak nice, but then something happens. Sometimes you expect someone who is a brahmana or a leader to be so unique in a way that nothing will bother them. But let something happen without your expectation. Something else will happen. There is just anger. It says that whatever we eat, that is what helps us to control the mind. Whatever we do or go, that is what helps to control the body. And whatever activity we choose to mingle with, that is what controls the soul. So body, mind, and soul is what we pay attention to, but nobody else what they are saying. So loving devotees and friends, it says that at this point in time, he don't know where to go, he don't know prayers, he don't know which guru, even though the guru gave up on him, but he did not give up what he wanted. He wanted to become someone. And as he stood there, Ma Saraswati Devi is looking upon this child. It says, no matter how dumb you are, no matter how crazy or foolish you are, if you are blessed with Devi Ma Sharada blessings, you will be successful in your life. So at this point in time, he opened his eyes and he looked around to see where can he get called. Loving devotees and friends, what he saw a deer was running across with an arrow in his body. While he saw that deer, he looked carefully. He looked and tried to see how can he help this deer. But nobody can run after a deer easily, right? Loving devotees. And that deer went into that jungle. He lost. Meanwhile, someone came by to him, who is a hunter. As the hunter came by to this little child, he says that, "Oh little one, can you tell me, did you see any deer came across here earlier?" And this child, in his mind, there is where he started to think. This is what will teach us all. When you make people think for us, we will be what? We all have a brain, we all have a body, mind, and soul. We must think for ourselves. So now he started to think. As he started to think, you know what? How can I help this deer? I don't know where this deer went. And he will have to find and figure out how can he help this deer. As the hunter is yelling at him and says, "Oh little child, can you tell me?" In his mind he's saying that, how can I save this deer? And what he did, loving devotees and friends, he says, if you speak the truth today, the deer will lose his life. And if you tell a lie, the lie will affect his life. Who he will choose over. If you are in that situation, who would you choose? Many of you will hear this story before. If your wife and your mother is in the same boat, and only one you can save, who would you save? The boys only answer well when you are in school. Right? Loving devotees and friends, they will say that, I will save my mother because I can have another wife, right? In this situation, what he will do? If he tell the truth, that you see the deer where it goes, the hunter will take the life of that deer. The deer will lose the life. And if he tell a lie, loving devotees and friends, he will hurt himself. Have you ever think about that when we tell lies? So at this point in time, he just stood here, and as he stood here, at that moment, in his mind, prayer comes to his mind. What is the prayer? He says, when we chant this mantra, prayers to this Divine Mother, definitely she will listen to us. What he says, Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu